Hello and welcome to episode 143 of the little known YouTube chess docudrama series that is attempting to answer a very big question. Can an 80 IQ hillbilly defy all odds by achieving an 1800 ELO ranking on chess.com? Coming off a couple bad losses. Got destroyed yesterday. I've been destroyed a couple times. You know, and I kind of have said along this series that I haven't been destroyed a whole lot. You know, I usually don't lose in the opening. Usually it's late middle game, a mistake in the middle game, or very commonly in games. But boy, there's been a couple times this last 10 games that I've gotten smashed. And I mean, that's obviously to be expected. I mean, you're not just going to keep climbing and just every game's a nail biter. It's just not going to work like that. You're going to run into people who know your lines probably better than you do, or know exactly how to play against what you're doing, and you're not going to run into that a lot of lower levels. A good example is I play the Czech Pierce as black, and the main line that's the toughest line to play against that is the F4 line, and that's not to say that you won't lose if they don't play F4, but F4 is a tough line. It's pretty tricky, and higher level players are going to know to play F4. So typically, that's whenever, you know, I think I lost a game in the 1400s or 1500s against an opponent who had like 5 victories or 5 games or something like that, and he played that F4 line. And you just don't typically see that at that level. Now, I assume I'm going to see it a lot more providing I go up and not down, which that's a big if. But yeah, my goal going forward is to try to every game take a positive from yesterday, from the game before. And I don't know that there really was a positive yesterday, other than if I see that again, I think I'll be better prepared for it. I wasn't. I think he kind of baited me into that a little bit, but I also don't think that he. I think that if I played it right, then he, I think I would have been ahead. So that's the positive. And what I mean by that is I played the aggressive. What was it? Bishop F4. Attempting to want to play aggressive against the modern. He saw it coming pretty quick, and he immediately put 2 pawns in the center with a knight attacking a pawn. And I was worried about the weak pawn on b2 and him taking my rook. And come to find out, it wasn't. If you saw the game review in yesterday's game, which, by the way, if you didn't watch yesterday's game and you want to see what I'm talking about, you can look at you can watch that video, as well as all 142 episodes in the last 10 seconds of this video. Got a little sidekick with me today. I'm not going to use her as any excuse. She's quite the blessing, so I figured I'd just go ahead and make the video anyway. So I will not in any way refer to her as a distraction, but I'm going to attempt to get this game in regardless, and if it gets interrupted for some reason, then that's what it is. So anyway, hope you're having a great day, and well, I think I told you all it kind of went from it rained a whole bunch, and then, man, it's hot all of a sudden, and that's where we're at right now. Hot weather today. So anyway, let's try to get this game in real quick. Make sure everything's right, technically speaking. I think it is. Let's try to get this game in real quick. I'm going to try to go without the glasses so we can avoid the glare. 1641 from the United Kingdom. We have the white pieces. We will play d4, followed by f3. So we might get a main line for once. We haven't had a main line in a while. Some of the problems I have had as of recent has been playing too fast. I think that's a problem that I've experienced quite a bit lately. And let's see here.
Can you whistle? Dad,
Hold on just a second. Did we get him early? And just like that. So we just talked about getting destroyed and the ebbs and flows of chess. The ebbs and flows of chess. What was that? 15 moves? Yeah, the ebbs and flows in chess. I mean, you take some lumps and you're going to give some lumps. I'm sure this is a strong player. Let me look and see. But, you know, when we can get that setup that we like, well, he's lost 3 in a row, but we can get that setup that we like. I mean, this guy has been 1963, y'all. Now, it's been a while since he's been that high. He's kind of take a steady decline. But this guy back in March was in the upper 1900s. And he's kind of declined since, but he was definitely in the 1700s for a long time, 1800 as in April. So very, very strong player that we just played today. Very, very strong player. His best win, he's beat a 2013. So, yeah, super strong player. And that just kind of shows you, I mean, you know, kind of how the tides can turn pretty quick. And, yeah, I needed that victory. I haven't had a really good victory. Well, I had a couple of good victories. I don't want to take that. But I needed that. I got smoked yesterday. And and then I think 3 games before that I got smoked too. So got a pretty quick victory there. Let's see if we can get a game review. Let's see what we got. See if we can get this lined up. For a game review. Let's see what this game review looks like. Holy smokes, what does that say? 98.4% accuracy. That's an all-time high for me. 1 brilliant move, no great moves. 6 best moves, no mistakes, no misses, no blunders. Played like a 2300, and I think that might be an all-time high as well. Now, we need to scale back the excitement here because, you know, it was 15 moves. But 98.4% accuracy, y'all. Your boy played good today. Happy with this game. Happy with this game. But we will be humble in victory and defeat. Opponent 75.5% accuracy. No brilliant moves, no great moves, 1 best move, 0 mistakes, 0 misses, and he had 1 blunder. He played like a 1600. And that's the thing. I think Taylor might have mentioned it in the comments. You know, the higher up you get, first person to make a mistake, and it's just hard to recover. Like the higher up you get, the harder it is to recover from a mistake. And that's what happens. The higher up you get, you make 1 mistake, and at the higher levels you get, the more inept your opponents are, or the more capable your opponents are of just really putting a smash on you. I mean, and they'll pounce, you know, like a lion on meat. So anyway, everything looked right here. Let me get this straightened back out. It's going to be a really quick game review. I don't want to sit on here and be like, oh, I won, so I'm going to be so happy and I'm going to talk so much and all this. I mean, you know, I've been pretty honest about how things have gone recently. You know, yesterday I got beat too bad to be mad. I mean, you can't really be mad when you just get beat that bad. Anyway, let's get a quick review. Had a brilliant move. Hadn't had one of those in a while. And right here, when he plays, you know, so much at this. When I play this collie, I see so much of this bishop coming out early, whether it's to f5 or whether it's to g4. I just see it so early, and it's made me reluctant to even want to play e3 because my idea is if they play that is to play c4, and I don't want to play e3. But here we get the main line. I can get into the main line here, and enables me to develop my bishop where I want to put it, and kind of get into my ideas here, which again, whenever they play the early bishop f5, bishop g4 lines, I kind of transpose into something completely different. So now typically I don't see this a lot, although they say it's a big book move. A lot of times they move the bishop to d6. That would be the main line of what I'm looking for. And then here, and which would be had even been better. Like if he really wants to play that queen there, he should have had the bishop to d6. I believe that was his mistake, So imagine if his idea is to kind of form this battering ram, which also prevents me from putting the knight on e5 because I don't have enough defenders for it. And then I'm kind of stuck. But again, I also like that line as well. So pretty dangerous line when I can get the setup I'm looking for. Just unfortunately, your opponent doesn't always cooperate. Oh, and it was an inaccuracy. There's my one inaccuracy. They wanted c4. They wanted c4. And then he made a mistake by taking. And then that was kind of it, really. Blunder. Brilliant move. There's my brilliant move. And that's it. Mate in 2. Really, really fast night. It just kind of shows you, like, you know, I think all kind of openings work. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, you should try this opening, you should try that opening. They all work if your opponent just cooperates. So, yeah, really, really nice play. I don't even know if he had any move that he could play here. I mean, I don't even really know what. I guess he could have. Yeah, I guess he could have done. I don't even know of anything that he could have even really actually done. F to E3. I guess that's what they wanted. F to, oh, and then he could have blocked. Yeah, he had one move. So take here. That was his only play, and then here's mate. Yeah, set it up real nice. Real nice. It's been a while since I've had a quick mate with the collie. So I don't want to come off too giddy because tomorrow I'm liable to just get smoked again. But I'm happy. Like, again, I've said this pretty several times recently. Like, I have not been playing good chess, and I'm still in the mid 1600s. So really, really happy about that. It makes me think that when I'm in a time when I'm playing some good chess, that I could, maybe make a run at this 1800 thing, because I have not been playing. And then look, maybe I don't give enough credit where credit's due. Maybe I've just ran into some people who are just better than me or played better than me. But I honestly don't feel like I've played it. I feel like I've been playing really fast. Haven't really been calculating very well. So that's kind of my idea. I kind of want to slow down a little bit. Although in this game I didn't. But when you have a systemic opening, you can kind of really get in and put your pieces where they go, as long as your opponent's not throwing any something crazy at you they haven't seen. And you can kind of take your time more in the middle game and end games. But anyway, pretty quick game today. Super stoked about it. It's been a while since I've checkmated somebody pretty quick. So it happened to me. It's happened to me a couple times recently. So I guess turnabout's fair play. Anyway, I hope you all have an amazing day. God bless.